USL eCup Rocket League Edition. Teams from the USL Championship and USL League One featuring in this tournament and in this match. In group number 2, it's South Georgia Tormenta FC of League One taking on Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC of the championship. Mike Watts, Devin Kerr alongside Devin, 32-team tournament. We've got about a month of games ahead of us, so sit back and relax and enjoy.
USL eCup Rocket League Edition, 32 teams, Eastern Conference, Western Conference, USL Championship, USL League One, 8 groups of 4, top 2, 1v1, captain, alternates, best of 3 series, game on games. Only one person has gone on to hit 3. That's not true. Only one person has gone on. That's not true either. Top 2 teams from each group. That's true. Knockout stage. Let's go.
Let's take a look at Group 2, and it looks like this. Charleston Battery and Austin met earlier. Mauro Cicero dominating for the Battery there atop the group. Tormenta and Switchbacks complete Group 2. Only the top 2 will head to the knockout stage. Daniel Jackson, 8 pro teams in his history playing for Tormenta. Dylan Wavra playing for the Switchbacks.
And the Battery smacked around Andrew Green and Switchbacks FC, hoping that fortune favors the bold in this situation. Tormenta, by the way, 11-0-3 in 2018. Had a nice little run, them, Des Moines and Reading. But this is a whole nother level. This is e-gaming at its best, Mike. It's going to take some big britches to get this one done.
It'll be Daniel, or Dylan, who reigns supreme. USL eCup best of 3, game 1 coming right up. Ready to go for this best of 3. Game 1 between South Georgia Tormenta FC and Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Dylan Wavra, the promotions and media content manager for the Switchbacks, and Daniel Jackson for Tormenta FC. Mike Watts, Devin Kerr, we are underway. Devin, we've seen so far pretty lopsided scores. This group stage is certainly going to separate the men from the boys. And already we've got a goal. Again inside 20 seconds. That is the 4th time in 4 game 1s that's happened.
I'm telling you, you got to figure out a way to use the boards. All the successful people who have come through with W's are playing nice little 1-2s, getting around each other. Daniel Jackson, get back at it, buddy. Come on, man. Make us proud.
This nose towards the goal, and Colorado Springs is starting to pull away a little bit inside 20 seconds. And this time, Daniel Jackson able to lob this into the other end. Goes caroming back into his own goal. Great clearance out of the box there, Devin. In a 1v1 game, you can really get beaten up for mistakes.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it's all gone for everybody. Nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, and it's kind of what we're seeing right now. But how about Daniel Wavra? 2 goals open in 20 seconds. It seems like everybody who's come out has scored early, maybe 10, 15 seconds in, and they've gone on to win. I don't think we've seen the come from behind yet, Mike.
Jackson circles off the backboard, and Wavra carries it forward for Switchbacks FC. Joined the club back in November. Certainly the biggest spotlight he's been a part of since he joined the club. And Wavra sending Jackson to the junkyard, but Jackson scores regardless.
Gotta love it. Watch the challenge. There's the bump. Waiting to respawn. Bottom corner. 2-1. Got a game. All right, Daniel Jackson, we see you. But watch out for those front office boys, I'm telling you. Don't sleep on them. It's the young ones, the 18 to 20-year-olds. and the boys that are in the front office, the techies that you got to watch out for.
Wavra goes up those corner boards and now gets into a defensive position rotation-wise. Wins the challenge over Jackson. Picks up the 100 boost. And that's painful for Jackson. He's unable to flip that out of the face of his own goal.
That's an own goal, buddy. Jackson knocks this in. Let me help. Oh, yeah, he knocks it into the back of his own net. Come on, man. You're better than that.
3-1 Colorado Springs. Devin, you nor I, historically, watch out for this! Jackson scores! Knocks this straight off the kickoff, off the wall on the deflection, and Karam's in.
Hits Dylan Wavra, hits himself, hits the wall, hits the back of the net, hits the scoreboard. I'm going to hit you. Tell me what you were saying.
3-2 now to Colorado Springs, and maybe there's another one coming. Not quite yet. You and I are of the belief that I Am Garrick is a reference to Magic the Gathering. You never played that, did you?
No, that was, we'll just say that was after my generation, if you will. I grew up with some different things. We were around for the beginning of the wheel. That was a big movement in mine. Also Pogs. Pogs was a good one. The invention of television. All of these things have come about in my lifetime, but never Magic. They're never involved in the Gathering.
Shot there with some turbo, following up and knocking this in. Aerial goal off the hood of the car. Wavra's made it 4-2.
Did he bike this? Oh, yeah. I'm giving him credit. That's a full-on bike, running against the grain, back across the body. That's Ronaldo-type stuff.
Beyond the midway point of the first game in this best of three. 3 critical points in Group 2 on the line.
Watch the counter.
Wavra clears out of turbo, and yet Jackson still gets there. Jackson noses toward goal. Wavra knocks it the other way. Jackson's out of turbo, so it's going to be tough for him to get back. But Wavra never really got into that counter. Well, it simply must be. It is a 5th goal for Colorado Springs.
Jackson was actually coming off the boards. You saw the flip reset, and Wavra just came back across the body. 5-2. And I'll tell you, someone's got to step up here. I'm waiting for somebody to come back, because every single time somebody scores first, they go on to win. Where's the character? Where's the coach on the sideline screaming at someone? Alan Koch is happy. We need someone from Tormenta to light a fire under Daniel Jackson.
One of the great teams in USL League 2 over the years, moving into League 1. Jackson still has a chance to get after this. The respawn arrives for Wavra. Wavra waiting in goal, and Jackson can't even put it on target. Wavra fires from distance, and he's able to put it in.
Beautiful. This is some good old-fashioned keeper wars, Mike. Wavra just sits back. Respawn helped him out, though, coming all the way back to his own goal. And just awaited Daniel Jackson, lured him in, cast it, hook, line, and sinker.
Last 3 goals now by Colorado Springs. Jackson takes a miniature detour to get that 100 boost pad. And this bouncing aimlessly towards Jackson's goal. Wavra knocks this back, tried to bike it home. Jackson off to the races. Can he get the touch? Excellent save by Wavra.
Watch out. Oh, this has got to be lucky number 7.
Final 30 seconds. This bouncing, it's a second own goal. A second own goal by Tormenta. Colorado Springs up 7-2.
Yeah, but look at the tackle, man. Goes and gets him. No, he gets a touch. Jimmy taking away another goal from my boy in the front office. They don't get their name in the headlights a lot.
Well, final 30 seconds, and you have 6 goals now to Dylan Wavra, who's previously working in the same stadium Memphis 901 FC calls home to the Memphis Redbirds. Jackson denied. Devin, impressive here from Colorado Springs, and that is an explosive way to end this thing.
Oh.
Best of 3. 1-0 to Colorado Springs. We've got game 2 of the series coming up after this.
You deserve the same steady attention from your bank that you give to the work that you do. With balanced banking at Pikes Peak National Bank, you'll have a true, success-driven working relationship with your business banker. Take us for a spin and enjoy the difference when you combine traditional financial partnership with all the modern bells and whistles. Community-based values and service, big-time banking convenience. That's balanced banking. Bank well, be well with Pikes Peak National Bank.
Malcolm crosses it in. Robinson was on the doorstep. Now shot and score! Matt Hundley! With it, Robinson off the crossbar and in! How did he do that? Here comes Malcolm, takes a shot, and he scores! Now Seth with the shot. Corti again, but it's batted into the back of the net! Jordan Bird, the captain! Let's go, Switchbacks!
7-2 win in Game 1 for Colorado Springs and Dylan Wavra. 5-goal run to close it out. We're on to Game 2. Can Jackson turn this around? He is unimpeded on the kickoff and hits it off the crossbar. He's going to line up a second time. Takes it off the half volley. Misses by even more. Third effort with the boost, and he sends it the wrong way.
Where's he going?
This is bouncing perilously. It's got a chance. It's good. Come on, man.
Dylan Wavra come out of the tunnel? What happened here? Look at him. Oh, that's a prayer and a gift. Come on, Dylan.
Dev, he puts that off the roof. He sent that the wrong direction.
And again, someone scores inside 20 seconds. Remember, every single person who's come out and scored first has gone on to win the match. That'd push us to 3.
The flip gets Wavra away from his own goal and carries forward. He sees Jackson en route, so he'll cut back. Jackson stymies it for the time being. Oh, that is ruthless. Jackson was driving up toward that 100 boost, not once but twice. Wavra able to get this away. Oh, goodness, he's missed a sitter. Jackson off the mark.
These boys are in some
Wavra
shooting
follows.
drills right now, Mike. Upper 90 action. Oh.
Colorado Springs levels it.
I don't like the feeling for this for Daniel Jackson, Mike. I got a bad feeling about this. Little Han Solo action, 1-1. Western Conference coming back in. Wrong way, brother.
Jackson charges forward. He grabs the 100 boost, flies into the air, tries to dribble it aerially, and instead here comes Wavra, circling around to grab the 100 boost. He's off the mark, but off the bounce, Jackson's able to deny. Daniel Jackson, Devin, when I spoke to Jimmy Nielsen, this was all the way back in 2016, all he could talk about was just how fast he was. In this game, all the cars run the same speed. It's how you use your turbo. Now you flip.
how Preki used to use him at St. Louis FC in 2017. It was the same thing. Put him out on the wing. Tactical player. Kind of exhibiting the same attributes here. Good ball.
Oh! Wavra resets, and he can't put it in a second time. Jackson off the bounce, patient wait in the end, knocked away by Wavra, the Colorado Springs content creator extraordinaire. Jackson's there to recover.
Mike,
Devin,
notice how
this is the
Dylan
closest
Wavra
match.
sits in front of the goal.
Yeah.
He just sits back and waits for it. Good strategy.
Wavra is going to let this come to him. And has a go. Jackson won't get there. Wavra knocks it aside.
Oh, get back, Danielson. Only a minute and a half left. You can't give up another one.
There he is,
Attaboy.
recovering all the way, skidding out Wavra as he put himself out.
Oh, finish
Jackson!
it!
No, off the base of the post. That's how close victory was in Game 2 for South Georgia Tormenta. And he's won this challenge. It's a massive one. Wavra trying to get back. Slowed down on the boards. Jackson, and there's Wavra again. Final minute, Devin. We might see a rare overtime game. We haven't had one yet in the group stage.
Come on, Daniel Jackson. I'm rooting for the underdog right now because I feel he is it. Wavra's had too many good chances, but hey, he's a goalkeeper of the tournament.
No.
Watch out.
There it is.
Oh.
Wavra scores.
This little turnover in his own end, man. Right off the backboard. Didn't do himself any favors. Dylan Wavra. That's a poacher's goal, and I don't mind it whatsoever. Shades of Scolari from the 90 World Cup in Italy. Loving it.
Well, the impetus now entirely on South Georgia Tormenta's Daniel Jackson. 30 seconds to go. A goal to get this thing to overtime. It's left out in front for him. Can he knock it in now? No. One more goal could end it for Wavra, and he's going to slowly dribble it forward, and that's that. 3 points surely now for Colorado Springs.
How about the boost? Stops to pick up the first one. Little touch around the outside. How do you like me? That's a meg for sure in a real game. Right in between the legs. Dropped your pants. Keep going.
Devin, mission accomplished. The championship side survives.
Best two-way player we've seen so far. Dylan Wavra. Getting it done in goal. Sitting back. Biding his time. Learning to counter the other way. Rightfully so, he takes two in back-to-back fashion. I'm telling you, front office boys, watch out.
Highlights coming up after this.
Malcolm crosses it in. Robinson was on the doorstep. Now shot and score! Matt Hunley with the Robinson off the crossbar and in. How did he do that? Here comes Malcolm, takes a shot and he scores! Now Seth with the shot. Corti again, but it's batted into the back of the net. Jordan Bird, the captain. Let's go Switchbacks!
Highlights in USL eCup Group Number 2, Game 1 for Colorado Springs and South Georgia Tormenta. It was a 7-2 win in Game 1, a 3-1 win in Game 2. Colorado Springs doesn't need to go to that decisive third game. Devin, it was a pretty even start to both games, but it was a 5-goal run by Colorado Springs that put it out of reach for Daniel Jackson and South Georgia Tormenta.
Dylan Wavra came to play, I'll tell you what, and it wasn't just the fact that he scored, especially in the first game, 7-2. I liked his defense. I think his goalkeeping is fantastic. I'm sure that his head coach and new ownership group would be quite happy. Alan Koch sitting back, just twiddling his fingers going, that's my boy. But I'll tell you what, I'm not a betting man. But if I was to bet, I'd put a full roll of pennies on this man going the distance.
That bounces off the roof and scores for Jackson. Gave him a chance. Colorado Springs is moving into a new downtown stadium, and maybe they should just let Wavra play Rocket League pre- and post-game. That'll bring the fans out.
Little Scorpion. Going the other direction. Why not?
So Daniel Jackson unable to hold up the high, impressive standards of Tormenta FC. It's Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC with a 10-3 aggregate win, 7-2 and 3-1. For Devin Kerr, our producer Sharni Yerke, and our entire USL eCup team, Mike Watts saying see you next time.